Hi, welcome. Want to just do a quick update that really doesn't feel like much of an update for you. It's just more of the same. We're waiting until probably next Wednesday, the 23rd, is when we'll hear. There's the one more test that we said takes a week to 2 weeks. They still haven't gotten that back, and they're expecting that to be back. So by the 23rd, we should have, or on the 23rd, they should have it so that they can make a decision for the transplant. So I'm living in that place right now of anticipation where I am anticipating a, a surgery, and then I'm anticipating that a kidney works, and then I'm anticipating that we'll heal quickly and that we can get on with life. And I got to tell you, in that includes this anticipation of feeling good. My doctor told me long before dialysis started, but my kidney numbers were getting really bad. My doctor walked in the room and he looked at me and said, "Dave, you don't remember what it is to feel good." And I've thought about that statement over the months and years even that we've gone through this. You don't remember what it is to feel good, and everything that I have gone through and that I am going through, I'm kind of going through in this cloud of I know that something's not right. I don't feel good. So I am anticipating feeling good, right? So there's this anticipation that I have in my spirit. And that automatically makes me think. So here's my devotional thing that I'm really enjoying just to dwell on. And just to remind you that the kingdom of God was set up so that God's people, followers of Jesus, would always have this sense of anticipation. Even before Jesus, they were anticipating, God's people were anticipating being set free, right, from slavery. And then they were anticipating the promised land. And then they were anticipating when they were in captivity and living in exile. They're anticipating being able to go home, and then they're anticipating the Messiah, and then there's this longing and there's waiting for the church now, for the Messiah to return again to restore things. And so through the kingdom of God, there's always been this expectation that you would have the element of anticipation in your heart. Now, here's why anticipation is always important, because it includes this sense of hope. If I'm anticipating something, it carries within it the reality of, even if it's a small seed, there's a small seed of hope with anticipation. And I think what happens in our journeys, even within Christianity and within the church, we get so bogged down with the stuff that's going on around us that we lose that sense of anticipation. We lose that sense of hope. 21st chapter of the book of Jude. It's just one chapter, a little bitty verse. It just says, as you wait for the return, for the fulfillment, as you wait, keep yourself in God's love as you wait. And that's part of the letters to the churches were written, even if they didn't say it, they were written inside of this hope of anticipation of the return of Christ, when things will be restored and made right. So I think what I'm thinking and feeling is that sometimes what we do is we replace anticipation with frustration or anger, or maybe even revenge, or whatever. I mean, we replace anticipation, and instead of longing for the return of Christ as the fulfillment of God's plan, we get confused with the garbage of the kingdom that's going on right now. So what I want to do as I'm focusing on my journey, I want to experience the garbage with a sense of anticipation that, there's going to be a call, there's going to be a kidney, and I will feel better. But in a deeper level, I'm thinking about it as a follower of Jesus, and I look at the stuff that's going on around me and the anger that is only going to get worse, friends. I wonder if we can find that sense of anticipation, not escapism, where I want God to come so this can all be gone. It's not escapism, because it's in anticipation that I can feel, I can be aware of the presence of God even in the midst of the garbage. You see, anticipation makes me aware of the presence. So I'm looking forward. Look forward with me, and I'm looking forward to feeling better. But even more than that, I'm looking forward to a Jesus that will restore the kingdom, a Jesus that will return, and that while I'm waiting, I want to make sure that I'm reflecting Him and not reflecting the garbage of the world around me. So I'm thinking about anticipation today. Let's look ahead together.